US here, it's Thanksgiving week, so my favorite holiday and an opportunity for us to practice a little bit more gratitude. Gratitude is something that would be great to practice every single day, but given that this is Thanksgiving week, let's go for it. And in practicing gratitude, we're going to tune into our heart space. So get into a comfortable seat. You can come into Virasana if you want, sitting on your heels, or Sukhasana, easy seat, crisscross applesauce, legs crossed comfortably. Go ahead and rock your sit bones back a little bit to elongate up through your spine. Rest your hands, palms down to start, anywhere on your lap or legs that you'd like. And we'll just begin by taking the shoulders in some circles together, and then one at a time as you move your head around. Let's just start to loosen up the neck and shoulders. Great thing about these yoga practices, I get to kind of do what feels good in my body because I'm not just walking around. I can't see you guys. So our bodies are all different, right? What feels good in my body is not necessarily going to feel good in your body. So please shift and change my suggestions in a way that really serve you today. When you're ready, let the shoulders drop really heavily and then lengthen up through the back of the skull. You can gently close your eyes here or soften the gaze to a point on the floor in front of you. I'm taking a moment to feel what's beneath you and just grounding into it. I'm feeling the weight of your pelvis, pressing down without any effort, obviously. It's just gravity holding you to the earth, right? And then the length of your spine rising up, crown of your head lifting toward the heavens, the divine, the ether, the air, all that beautiful space up there. So we have this juxtaposition already, right? From the solid earth beneath us, that density, to the spaciousness, the air, the universe space above us. So just feel into those two. And right in the middle is your heart center, your heart chakra. It's actually, there's 7 main chakras that go up and down the spine from the root to the crown. And the chakra is, the heart chakra rather, is the one right in the middle. And so they say in the energy system, it balances and holds both the lower chakras, those denser chakras, and the higher ones that are more spacious and ethereal, right in the center. So as you relax your shoulders and your face here, bring your awareness, bring your mind into your heart center, right there at the sternum. And just feel, as you start to deepen your breath, feel whatever you're feeling there. You might feel physical movement as the breath flows in and out. Can you feel without so much intellectualizing? You might feel some spaciousness, some freedom. You might feel some blockages. I'm going to place some bowls for you, probably definitely at the end, which are aligned to the heart chakra. So as you breathe in and out, let that heart space, that tender and yet really strong heart, just feel the breath. And now as well, let the belly feel the breath. So the heart isn't just rising and falling, but the whole abdomen as well is expanding and releasing. I'm just finding now a nice smooth and somewhat longer flow of breath than a natural breath that you don't pay any attention to. And when we work with our heart center, with the heart chakra in particular, the energy that lives there, sometimes emotions come up, and that's okay. Just feel whatever you're feeling. Let's make peace with it all. And as the body expands and gently contracts with your breath, And see if you can feel a little gratitude already, right here in the beginning. Grateful for each breath you get to take, the freedom of it. And for each exhale as well, where you get to let go and release what no longer serves you. That's what happens as we breathe. Right? We breathe in nutrients, oxygen, gases. We breathe out waste material from our cells. So just inviting in a little gratitude with each inhalation. Maybe letting go of any resistance, any complaining, any negativity. You can put a little smile on your face here as you do this. And truly, we have so much to be grateful for, and yet we tend to complain a lot and think about the things that we would like to shift or change or fix. So let's just be okay with what is so that we can really cultivate this quality of gratitude in today's practice. I'm grateful for your beating heart, grateful for your breath, grateful that you're on your yoga mat. You have a computer of some sort to practice yoga with. You don't have to get yourself to a yoga studio. You woke up today. Right? There's always a ton of things to be grateful for. We just need to kind of, redirect the mind there when it takes us to something negative. All right, you guys, beautiful. So keeping that in mind, because as we breathe in, we're not just breathing in air and gases, but we're breathing in energy and what qualities we want to breathe in and infuse our whole system with, physically, energetically, and mentally, is really important. So when you're ready, just reach your arms up, take a nice little stretch. You can interlace your fingers up there, turn the palms of the hands up, draw the arms back, and feel, if you can, the widening of your rib cage, the length of your spine. It's okay if you want to keep your eyes closed. And one more breath in here as you lengthen and fill. Good. On your exhale, just release your hands behind you. Come to the fingertips or interlace fingers again and roll the shoulders back. Open your heart physically, right? So the shoulder blades are going to come closer together, almost piercing through the heart as the heart rises and expands. And so physically, we're freeing up some space so that we can breathe some sweetness into it. Good. Let's keep the left hand where it is, and on your next inhale, take the right arm up. And then as you exhale, you're just going to turn left, take the hand to the outer leg, drop both shoulders and lengthen up through the crown as you breathe in. And then pull the navel in as you breathe out. And take the hand back up on your in-breath, turn forward. And take it behind you on your out-breath. Other side, left hand lifts, inhale. Turn right as you exhale, drop the hand to the outer thigh. Lengthen up through the back of the skull on your in-breath. Widen the collarbones, pull the belly in on the out-breath. Good, hand comes back up as you inhale. And take it behind you again as you exhale. Beautiful, and then pull the hands down, interlace the fingers, lift the heart on your breath in. And just fold forward as you breathe out. So if your forehead doesn't land on your mat or the floor, no worries. You can take your hands under your head. If you want to lift your hands behind you, you can. If you want to let them rest down on your low back or on the floor, that's fine. And then when you're ready, you can separate the hands, take them to the floor, and just press yourself back up. All right, and one more time, we'll just circle around those shoulders. The head, anything that feels good today. All right, we're going to make our way to hands and knees. I'm going to be looking at my watch a bit because my computer ran out of battery where I usually have the time. All right, and then just a few cat-cows here. So on the inhale, the belly drops, the collarbones widen as you gaze forward. And as you exhale, belly in, round the back, separate your shoulder blades. So feel this in the heart center, right? Inhale. widening through the front of the heart. Exhale, widening through the back of the heart. One more time, inhaling. And exhaling. And then back to the inhale. Collarbones wide, sit bones lift. We're going to curl under the toes and slowly come to downward dog. And then feel free to readjust the feet, pedal them out, widen them, take them farther back, farther forward, whatever you need today. Feel free to shift the hips side to side, wiggle the head a little, whatever you need is good. Good, and then pressing into the floor, lifting the hips, letting the heart kind of dangle, the head kind of dangle. Good, and then we're going to release the knees to the floor. You can either separate your heels wider than your hips or sit right back onto your heels. If the feet are separated, then you're between the feet. And again, we'll roll the shoulders back. Some of you might want to take your hands behind you, even come onto your elbows or lay all the way back. Some of you might want to stay upright. Whatever's nice is great. We'll just take another breath or two here. Steady your gaze right to a point in front of you. And if you're on your back, come on up. And then use your core muscles just to press into the shin bones, tops of the feet, and lift your hips away from your heels. Good. If the feet were wide, you can curl under the toes, bring them a little closer together. Take an inhale as you reach up. And then on your exhale, right hand comes to the outer right thigh. Left hand lifts a little higher on the in-breath and just lean to the right. So you're opening from the left knee to the left shoulder there. And come back up with the arm, take it down, outer left thigh, right arm lifts, inhale. Pull the belly in here, lean to the left. Gaze is forward or over the shoulder toward the floor, belly stays active a little. Good. Lift the arm and take it down. We're going to come back to hands and knees. Make your way back to your downward dog. And take a full cycle of breath when you get there. And then start to lift your heels, bend the knees, and when you're ready, walk or hop to the front of your mat. Come halfway up as you breathe in. Melt in half as you breathe out. Take an extra breath here. You can sway a little if that's nice. And then float your arms straight back, pull your heart forward, and with a little bit of a bend in the knees and a flat back, on your next inhale, sweep your arms forward and up to lift you to standing, reach high. Hands right to the heart center as you breathe out, prayer pose. So gazing forward or down, roll those shoulders back, pull the navel in, let your thumb nails graze your sternum, your breastbone. And feel again what's happening inside your heart. Maybe you can sense its beating, its strength, its support, and its tenderness emotionally, right? It's soft, but it's strong. And so are you. Can you be grateful for both of those qualities within yourself? Your strength, your steadiness, and your softness. On the next breath in, release the hands up. Fold in half as you breathe out. Come halfway up on the in-breath. Hands to shins is great. Plank pose on the out-breath. Hands down, step back. Take a breath in, gaze a little bit forward. Lower to your belly as you breathe out. And pause, just reach your hands straight back. Palms flip down. Lift your heart. Can you get your shoulder blades a little closer together? You can, if you want, interlace fingers once more. And lift up. Press into the toenails. One more in-breath into the heart. Soften the eyebrows. And chin comes down as you breathe out, hands in cobra position. We're going to roll up to a cobra. Inhale. Down dog, exhale. So we're just getting started. And all throughout, please, if you can, stay connected to what you're feeling in your heart, to some gratitude, so that if you get complainy or negative, you just flip the script. Right foot's going to float up and back on the next in-breath. Right knee to the chest on the out-breath, shifting toward plank. Reach it back again as you breathe in. And then step it up to the right thumb as you breathe out, or carry it up there. Drop the back knee down and lift your arms. Inhale, crescent moon. Hands to the heart in prayer as you exhale. Good. Start to turn to the right. Take the left elbow on top of that right thigh and take a twist. Make sure the right heel is under that right knee. Slide the shoulders down away from the ears. Press the palms toward the heart center. If you want, you can lift the back knee. It's optional. One more breath here. Good. And then left hand down, right hand up. Inhale. Take the right arm over the ear as you exhale. Pull that right hip back. Knee can stay down or lift. Up to you. Right arm comes back up on an in-breath. Back to the floor outside the right foot on the out-breath. Step back, plank pose. Inhale. Lower down, exhale. Cobra, inhale. And down dog, exhale. Take a full breath in and let it go. Left foot comes up, inhale, three-legged. Shift forward toward plank, knee to chest, exhale. Lift it back up, inhaling. And step it to the left thumb, exhaling. Drop that back knee, float both arms up on your in-breath. Good, hands come together at your heart. Thumbs can touch that breastbone. Turn left, right elbow hooking. So again, you want the heel under the knee for stability. And that left shoulder rolling back. Maybe you can even hug the hips toward the center line. Soften the face, widen the collarbones. Remember, option to lift the back knee. Keep the breath flowing. Soften the face, steady the gaze. Feel what's going on in the front and back of your heart. Good. Let's release the right hand down, left hand up, and then left arm overhead as the hip pulls back. And again, knee can stay down or be lifted now. Your choice. Press into that front big toe mound a little bit. Good. Left hand back to the floor outside the foot. Step back, plank pose. Inhale. Lower safely. Exhale. Knees can drop first. Cobra. Inhaling. Downward facing. Exhaling. Feel the breath as it moves in and releases out. Lift the heels, bend the knees. Inhale as you look forward. Walk forward through your out breath. Halfway up, inhaling. Fold in half, exhaling. Bend the knees, float the arms out and up. Inhale, rise and reach high. And hands right back to the heart as you exhale. Remembering to come back to your heart. Back to what you love. Back to what you're feeling and appreciating. All right, so with the hands at the heart here, we're going to make sure the feet are stable width apart. We're going to draw the navel back. Soften the shoulders and face. Steady your gaze and steady your breathing. We're going to do a little balancing. So the weight's going to shift to the right foot. You're just going to lift up the left knee. And then you're going to turn the left knee out to the left and place the foot on the inner right shin. Toes can stay on the floor, inner ankle, or you can catch the foot and just pull it up a little higher to the inner thigh, your choice. So it's tree pose. All right, so feel if you can the floor beneath you, right? That stability that you're rooted against. And the air and freedom and ether and space above you. And with the hands here at the heart, you're holding it all together. And I don't mean you have to hold it all together all the time in terms of your emotions or anything, but you're right between. You're made up of the earth elements, the air elements, and the heart is right in the middle of it all. So feel it all. Feel what you're feeling. Be grateful, if you can, for the stable, steady, supportive earth beneath you and all the space and freedom above you. And then if you like, you can take your arms up. You can open the arms, open the fingers, and just draw in all that beautiful energy right into your heart as you breathe in and out. Fill up with whatever energy you desire. Empty out of anything that gets in the way. One more cycle of breath here. Allow it to flow in and allow anything else to flow out as the hands come back at your heart. Prayer. And then left foot comes to the earth. Release your hand and just shake it out for a moment. All right. We're going to do the second side. So coming back to a stable stance. Separate the feet a solid distance. Draw the belly back. Find that steady gaze and steady breath. Hands come back to your heart. Soft face, soft shoulders. Start to shift the weight to the left foot. And when you're ready, bend the right knee, lift it up. So you just start to feel how it feels to balance on the other side. Notice if you pull tension in the face, soften it. And then turn the knee out so the foot can go right on the inner calf, toes to the floor, or you can grab the foot and take it up higher. Just don't push right onto the knee. And then tail reaching down to ground you even more. Back of the head rising up. And right in the center is that beautiful, tender, but strong heart. So hands come right there in prayer. Can you feel into the front and back of your heart physically? Can you energetically let the heart keep you safe, balanced, supported, loved, appreciated? Right? It's where forgiveness lives. And what are you grateful for? You can call it in energetically. That feeling of gratitude. How about just grateful that you can stand on one foot or practice standing on one foot? Let the arms come up, open the fingers. Draw in any beautiful qualities of gratitude that you desire. Release and kind of let it rain down to the earth. Anything you don't, the earth will absorb it all. That support and stability beneath us, the freedom and possibility above us. We create from both of those sources. Big breath in here. Hands back to the heart. Good. Release the right foot. Drop your hands. Shake it out. So our yoga practice is so much more than physical, right? And that's why we're practicing in these different ways at different times. It's, we're a physical body, but we're also a mental body, an energy body. There's a lot going on, emotional body. So we want to feel whole and complete, not just physically. All right. Let's reach up, take an inhale. Fold forward, exhale. Flat back, inhale. Plank pose, exhale. Breathe in. Lower down as you breathe out. Roll it up to a gentle cobra, inhaling. And back to your downward dog, exhaling. Right foot's going to lift up behind you on this in-breath. Turn the right toes to the right. Dip the left heel. Bend the right knee and aim it up. Keep breathing. On the next exhale, right knee comes up toward that outer right elbow. Stay here. Extend the gaze forward, engage the back thigh. And we're going to take the right foot back up, three-legged dog, inhale. We're going to cross it to the left elbow on the exhale. We're going to stay here for a moment. Pivot down that back heel, inner heel flat, left hand comes up. Now, you can keep the right knee into the chest, or you can set it right down on the floor, kind of like we just did in tree pose. If it's lifted, lift the hips, root into that back foot. Good. Take the left hand back down, take the right foot back to plank or three-legged plank as you breathe in, and lower down as you breathe out. Cobra, breathing in, and down dog, breathing out. Left foot lifts up, inhale, three-legged. Stay here, turn the left toes to the left, dip the right heel. Breathe. You can bend the knee and aim it up. Good, shifting forward toward plank as you breathe out. Left knee out or left arm or shoulder. Stay here for a breath. Back leg strong. And then take it back up on the next in-breath. Cross it over to the right elbow on the out-breath. Stay here. Pivot down that inner back heel. Float your right hand up and hug that left knee up toward the chest, away from the floor, or set it right down under the hip. Root into the back heel. Spread your arms. Spread open through your heart. Good. Right hand comes back down. Left foot comes back up. Inhale, shift forward, plank pose, exhale, and lower. Inhale to the cobra, and exhale to down dog. Right foot comes up on the in-breath. Take the right knee all the way up to the right thumb, right knee. Place it on the floor. Release the back knee down. You're setting up for pigeon pose. So you can take the right foot higher up to the left hand if you want to, but you don't have to. Pull the heart up by kind of pulling the hands back against the floor. Take your in-breath. And then fold forward on your out-breath. So you can land on your elbows. You can rest your head on your hands or right onto the floor if the head falls nicely to the floor. And see if you can relax your shoulders and your face. Breathe into the back of your heart here. And feel whatever's happening in your body. And just be perhaps grateful, if you'd like, that you can even get into this shape. And it doesn't have to look a certain way. I don't have my foot up by my left elbow. I have it way low down because that's what feels best for my body. So do what feels best for yours. If it's way too much, I invite you to take something under this right hip. We won't stay much longer than that, so just start to come on up, lift the heart, bend the back leg if you'd like to. You can reach back with either hand. I'm going to do the opposite hand. So that right shoulder rolls back, and the front of the heart widens. And the front of this left hip crease also can get a nice release. Good. And then letting the foot go, curl it under, lift the back knee, and on your next inhale, three-legged dog. Right foot comes all the way back up. Turn the toes out, bend the knee, aim it up. And then if you want to, you can flip over, taking the foot to the floor and circling the arm. And then we'll make our way back to down dog. So just a moment of that. I'll wait for you to get back to dog. When you're there, breathe in and let go.
And then left foot lifts up. Inhale, three-legged. Left knee to the left wrist. Place it there. You might wiggle the left foot forward or not. Release the back knee and the back hip. Face the hips forward. Face the heart forward. Kind of pull the heart up away from those hips on a breath in. And then fold as you breathe out. Rest your head on anything. Your hands, the floor, the pillow. But just try not to let the head hang, right? Just feel, give it some support here. Right, the earth is beneath us for support, for sustenance. Everything else above that is there for sort of for us to play, right? Our creativity. Keep drawing in energetically, creatively, anything you'd like to manifest, anything that you're grateful for, because when you bring your awareness to gratitude, it grows, it magnetizes other things to it. Soften the shoulders, feel into your heart. Maybe breathe something out that kind of gets in the way, that feels stuck in your mind or body. And then when you're ready, bring your hands back down to lift up your heart. Pull it forward. Bend the back knee if you'd like. Reach back with the opposite hand, or if you prefer the same, do the same. Either way, you'll get a nice opening across the heart and the front of that right hip crease. Enjoy the spaciousness these poses create internally. The spaciousness you can create in your mind by staying present and releasing unwanted thoughts. Release that back foot when you're ready. Curl the toes under, come back to three-legged dog, left foot up. Turn the knee up. Maybe wiggle onto the outer edge of the back foot. Flip over. Circle the left shoulder if you like, left arm. And make your way back to downward dog. It's our last down dog. Let the hips lift and the heels dip and the heart melt toward the thighs. Take an in-breath. Knees come down on the out-breath. You're just going to crawl forward so that you can make your way onto your back. And when you get to your back, bring your knees to your chest. Okay. Really sweet practice, but complete indeed. Take a little rock if you like. I always like to make sure it's well-rounded. We touch a little bit of everything and it all should feel pretty good. I'll take a momentary happy baby here because that's a great gratitude pose, isn't it? Just to be really tender and gentle and loving and compassionate with ourselves like we would a baby. We all still have this little one inside of us. Feel free to grab your big toes or support your inner or outer legs for a wide straddle, getting a little touch along those inner thigh seams. And then feet come back up when you're ready. A little stretch for the hammies now, holding the right leg, drop the left foot to the floor, straighten both legs any amount, and just pull that right leg towards you any amount. Back of the neck long, breath flowing. And then we're going to bend the right knee, open the right arm to the right and take a little twist. Right knee crosses over to the left. And then a few long, smooth breaths here. You can feel the right side of the chest a little more expansive. Allow yourself to receive anything and release anything with the breath. So again, you're breathing in intention and energy, not just air. And then taking the right knee back, up, rolling onto your back, both knees in, and then both feet back up. We'll hold the left leg, drop the right one. Both legs straight as you pull that left leg any amount toward you, back of the neck long, shoulders relaxed. And then go ahead and bend the left knee, left arm comes to the left, and cross the knee over into your twist. And then feel how that feels on the left side of the chest. Hopefully, the heart and the chest and the lungs feel more spacious, more open to receive and release. And when you're ready, you can take the left knee back in, rolling onto your back once more, both knees in. And I always like to end with a circle for the knees in both directions. Maybe a wiggle for the ankles as well, or the head. And then go ahead and open up into your version of Shavasana, however you want that to look. Laying out nice and long on the floor, or having the knees bent and the soles of the feet down. Other option is to take the soles of the feet together, knees apart, which is known as Supta Baddha Konasana. And you can let the arms open by your sides, or palms up, or one hand on the belly and one hand on the chest. And then give yourself this time here, just to relax, to drop back against this solid, supportive earth, to feel the solidity and support that's beneath you, as well as all that freedom and spaciousness that's above you. Once more. Now I'm going to play some soothing chakra balancing sounds for you while you're resting in Shavasana. There's nothing that you need to do except relax and receive the sounds. They flow through us, amplifying whatever energy you want them to carry in, cleansing and transforming any energy you would like to release. As you stay relaxed and rested, supported by the earth, feeling all of the freedom and possibility above you. Once more, just bring your awareness to your heart. You can place your hands on your heart if you'd like. And feeling what's there in your heart that you would love to manifest. Is there one thing that comes to mind, one idea, one image, one word, something that you'd like to cultivate a little bit more of in your life right now? And as you breathe in, feel that grow and expand. As you breathe out, let go of anything that might be in the way. With gratitude for yourself and your practice and your ability to manifest, take another in-breath. And then just let go of your breath and relax. And there's nothing more to do but carry some of that goodness into the rest of your day, into your week. Happy Thanksgiving for those of you that celebrate. Thank you so much for practicing. Namaste.